So, there was a brief period when I stopped watching anime as a kid. No strong reason, just didn't pursue it for quite some time. It wasn't until the 8th grade when some classmates were watching some shows that actually piqued my interest. One of these shows, which became my gateway back into anime, was Rosario Vampire. It's an anime revolving around a human teen boy who is transferred to a school full of monsters who take on human form, with him over time befriending a harem of girls who strive for his affection. You think by saying this that it would seem like I like this show? Wrong! The show is gross, annoying, and completely stupid. What I want to get out of the way first is that the show has repetitive gimmicks that irritate me to hell and back. We either waste moments where the human Skune and the vampire girl Mocha are gushing over each other, or stupid hijinks of the other girls thirsting for him. There's also always some contrived way that Skune pulls off Mocha's Rosario to let out her true self, and it's always by accident instead of intentional, and it gets old in no time. Now, one thing you'll notice about the show is it feels like it was made by Glenn Quagmire, or in its case, Geen, because there are way too many breasts and panty shots. Seriously, I swear a third, if not half the show's visuals is shots of schoolgirls' panties. Even the first few seconds of the pilot, we witnessed one of these. That, plus there are instances of breast exposure during shower scenes. The show literally exposes the breasts of almost all the teen girls, even the one 11-year-old in the main cast. You can waste my time downplaying this because it's Japan and their ethics are different from ours. That doesn't stop this from being a major red flag. Then you have the main cast. Skune is such a screaming pushover that it makes me want to glock him in the nose. And even I'm a wimp. Now look, I can understand being in a school of legit monsters is scary, and that a bunch of girls stalking, hankering after you can be disturbing, for some at least. But god damn, his cowardly behavior and his will they won't they with Mocha gets annoying and old in a snap. Whenever they are like, oh Mocha, oh Skune, I feel like stapling my ears shut. Next is Kurumu, the succubi. I hate her, and her cougar mom especially. In her first appearance, she hypnotizes Skune to fall for her and acts like a petty bitch towards Mocha. Textbook villain junk. Even goes so far as to try killing them. But then they pull a sympathetic backstory where she claims she's looking for a man just to save succubis from going extinct. Bullshit. Her behavior and approach throughout the episode was obviously insidious, and this need to give a tragic backstory is 100% ham-fisted just to force her to be a part of this harem. Then her creepy mom tries forcing Skune to get with her, or offers herself to him. She defines what a groomer is, but sadly, she's not the only one in the show, which we'll get to. Then there's Yukari, the 11-year-old witch. I'll give her this. The anime at least offers flashbacks early on to sympathize with why she acts so juvenile and pranks others. Plus, her being attracted to Mocha helped make her stand out. Unfortunately, she also falls for Skune, does become a part of the harem, and just comes off as annoying from then on. It also makes things more off-putting that she's 11 and gets sexualized, especially in an episode where she grows a bit to be like the other teen girls. She's a kid. Jesus. It's bad enough we bear witness to lewd teens, but an 11-year-old? Anyone cool with that deserves to be on a watch list. Then you have Mizure, a snow fairy. She's essentially a wildfire type, a loner who felt ostracized in her first appearance. Then she falls for Skune like the rest, but takes the creepy stalker tendency up to 11, with her constantly spying on him and suggesting one make babies with him. For Christ's sake, he hasn't even taken you out to dinner. Back off! Her parents try to force Skune with her, but at least they don't prey on him like Kurumu's mom. And if these are not off-putting enough, the school is also riddled with creeps and child molesters. First, you have Geen, the sleazebag photographer and president of the newspaper club who has a habit of creeping on girls to take pictures of them below their skirts or in the showers. And from all I can recall, that's the entirety of his character. There's probably more since he's a supporting character, but I refuse wasting my time giving this a rewatch. There's also a group of boys in one episode who thirst after the 3 main girls early on, including one for Yukari. He's going to be on that list one day. And to make matters worse, you have teachers who molest the main characters. One snake lady hypnotizes Skune to get her hands all over him, then tries again later because Mocha pummeling her wasn't enough. You have this Kraken guy who molests Misere when she was alone and crying, getting his slimy hentai suckles all over her, only to be frozen solid like he deserves. If only she did a Sub-Zero finisher and shattered him. But guess what? They never get fired. They keep their jobs. Is this how the school wants to be remembered? Yokai Academy, where you're guaranteed to be peeped on around every corner and followed by even the staff. Your safety is not our priority. And finally, there's Kokoa, the younger sister of Mocha, who is hell-bent on getting rid of her Rosario because she prefers the original her. Her bratty personality and how much of an obstacle she is makes her unbearable. I remember reading somewhere that people liked her simply because she's the one girl that doesn't pursue Skune, but even if that's a plus, that doesn't excuse her worst traits. So yeah, to hell with this show. But I'll at least praise a few things, like some dramatic moments that worked for me, like when Skune is fatally injured in one episode, leading to the girls to lash out for him, even Mocha becoming her real self without removing the rosary. That seemed like major stuff. But this was all few and far between. Mocha is also a decent character with a nice personality for both personas, and an interesting personal conflict. Plus, she doesn't creep on Skune like the other three. I swear those girls are as repugnant as the Kanger sisters from Eda and Eddie. Plus, Miss Nekonome, despite her meows being a bit grating, was at least a good teacher who cared for her students, even saving Skune once from the Snake Lady. Double points for never doing so much as perving on the students either. And yes, as stated, it did contribute to me getting back to anime, leading me to classic series like Fullmetal Alchemist, Cowboy Bebop, and Soul Eater. However, aside from these, it's still intolerable. What makes this even sadder is that I've read that the original manga not only wasn't this perverted, but actually went places with more compelling storylines, which started where season 1 of the anime left off. Unfortunately though, it seemed like the studio behind the anime felt like making it horny as hell while keeping the formula intact for the second season, working against them in the end since the anime ended afterwards. Perhaps someday you'll get another chance to follow the manga. Hell, even Fullmetal Alchemist was able to seize that opportunity with Brotherhood. But we'll wait and see. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, peace out.